Hey, good game, man.
You won, so now it's GG? Seriously?
No, you're right. I saw the video from last night, and I'm sorry for being a bit harsh.
A bit harsh? You watched the video and you think you were a bit harsh? Do you remember how that conversation went?
I mean, yeah, I saw the video. I saw it.
That 90-second clip you put out? That was edited down by you. It was a 36-minute rant dunking on Ohio. I left for like 16 minutes at one point, came back, you were still going.
You sure? I don't remember any of that.
Well, that's okay, because I'm pretty sure we still have it all on camera. Go ahead, look it up.
All right, but I think you're being a bit dramatic.
Like, what is Ohio even known for? Potatoes?
Wait, no, that's Idaho.
God, you're less memorable than Idaho.
Your most popular celebrity is best known for announcing to the world that they're leaving Ohio. You know, I had a chance to visit Ohio once, but you know what they say about being the smartest guy in the room? Imagine being the smartest guy in the whole state. I heard your number one export is serial killers, and not even the good ones. I mean the talented ones, not like the morally good. Talented feels weird to say too. You guys have a lot of serial killers. Man, I really went in on Ohio, huh?
Yeah, you did.
Definitely a bit harsh.
A bit? Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is a dub.
That's a dub. Ooh, what a bounce back game. And I bet your attitude has also bounced back. You love to see it. You love to see a strong like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. No, you love to see a strong effort after an abysmal one. This is hockey. We talked about it last game, and we ended the video with, screw it, we're moving on. It's fine. This doesn't solve every concern I had that was reawakened by last game. Absolutely not. All of those negative points still stand. But I'd be feeling way worse if we had gotten blown out again, right? The Columbus Blue Jackets had blown us out twice this season. One of them was yesterday. But the Boston Bruins, with their pride on the line, managed to blow them out this time. And, I mean, just an excellent effort. Structure throughout. I really can't say enough about the way they played through the neutral zone, the way they closed their gaps, once they did get into our zone, the puck clearances were good. There was 2 pockets of the game where I was like, dang, Columbus is pushing. That was about it. And we could have the whole debate, well, did Columbus just not get up for it? I don't know, Columbus is bad on the road. To me, this is a great bounce back effort from a bad game. And that's what you need. That's what you need. If you're going to win 4 out of every 6 games, I'm going to be happy, right? And that's what the Bruins have done, is they went into yesterday's game having won 4 of 5. They lost that one, 4 of 6. They win this one. Now it's 5 of 7. We'll take that. We will take that. I'm not going to get into all the details about who the Columbus Blue Jackets are again. We just did this. Their offense is good. Their defense, their special teams, not so good. There is one thing I'd like to say about this team, though. We are playing against Tarasov tonight, who hasn't won a game since October and has an .833 save percentage in his last 5 starts. Win this game. Win this game. Win this game. The lineups for the Boston Bruins are changing. The top 6 isn't, though. Geeky, Zaka, Pasta, Marchand, Lindholm, Coyle, Brazeau, Frederick, Lysell. Yeah. NHL debut. Not too shabby. Kepke, Kostelic, McLaughlin, Zadorov, McAvoy, Wotherspoon, Carlo, Lohrei, Peak, and Swayman. Couple notes about this. Hampus, still week to week. Lysell's NHL debut. He did play last night in the AHL. I knew they were going to check him on the third line. I really didn't want that to be the result, but I also didn't want to move Coyle off the wing. So you had to do one or the other, so I'm going to live with it. It's fine. Osterley, Wahlstrom, and Beecher all scratched. interesting that Beecher got scratched, in my opinion. Wallstrom, I thought was fine, but not a very positive player either. So none of that really bothers me. And if it gives Lysell a chance, great. But let's talk about this game, shall we? Puck drops! 2:28 in. Lysell's first shift as an NHLer. And he's going to take the zone down the left wall, protects the puck up until the back of the net, where it looks like he's going to get rubbed out, but sees that Brazeau's coming the opposite way. Little dish off the boards into Brazeau, who's going to circle out, toss it to the top of the left point, where Lohrei is going to quickly feed it to Carlo on the opposite point. He's going to hammer this on net. It squeaks through Tarasov, sits behind him, and Brazeau, who's fighting for that space at the net front, is able to push the puck into the net. The thing that I really loved about this would be Lysell's highlight of the game. He does not get a point on the play because he doesn't get a piece of that Carlo shot. Initially, we thought he did not. But something I really like to point out, I immediately, when I saw where Lysell was lining up on that line, I was like, they're not going to be able to create anything unless Frederic finally discovers his game. Because, I mean, Brazeau's not going to be in on the forecheck because he doesn't have that foot speed. Lysell's not a forechecking menace. He's not a board battle guy. This Frederic needs to be able to be with them and facilitate with them and move the puck with them for that line to create anything. And then their first shift, they score a goal. Frederic's not involved at all. Lysell does the heavy lifting with getting the puck into the zone, and then Brazeau goes to his job, which is get to the net front. It's an excellent play by both. Heavy lifting is probably unfair to say that was Lysell, but getting the puck into the zone and creating possession offensively, that was him. So excellent first shift for him. Bummer he didn't factor technically in on the goal, but he did factor in on the play, and it's 1-0 for the Bruins early. On the ensuing faceoff, Kostelic and Olivier shed him. Long drawn-out fight where Olivier gets a takedown when Kostelic loses his balance. I've started to learn that Olivier, tough customer. I don't want to fight that guy. Don't get me wrong. He defends super well when fighting. His arm stays so rigid and locked in. Like, he has the flexibility to move it when he wants to, and you can notice that he'll do the pull and try to bring him into his own length. But he has no problem fighting guys bigger than him because he's so sturdy, and it's so difficult to get past him when he's got that arm up and your hands just kind of glancing off. This guy's not afraid of anybody, and that's going to play a role a little later. 5:15 in, a 3-on-2. Lindholm, with some space, skating into the right point of the offensive zone, just loses the puck. I mean, just loses it in his skates, no pressure on him or anything. The defenseman's able to step up and punch it away out of the zone. It's unfair just to pick out this negative play in a 4-0 win, but what the hell was that? Some of this stuff just drives you nuts. Either way. 7:10 left of the period. A mad scramble in front of Tarasov as Marchand is knocked into the goaltender, leading to a pile of bodies. Somehow the puck stays out after a few attempts Zadorov had the best attempt, trying to get this puck through the forest in front of the down goaltender, and Marchand still on his chest. Columbus is taking a penalty on this. Voronkov was hooking Marchand, leading to him falling into Tarasov in the first place. So we're going to do the power play. Nope. It's not good. It's not a good power play. 3:30 left. Marchenko goes right through Marchand's head on a hit against the wall. That makes it sound more dramatic than it was. He glanced him across the face there. Not the end of the world, but still a dangerous hit. Marchand wasn't happy about it. There's no call on it, but my initial thought, and I was surprised by this, my initial thought was, oh, if I'm Sacco, I'm looking at Zadorov being like, green light. I'm giving you the green light now. He just went after your captain, clearly head first. Like, this is as green light gets. Go fuck that guy up. And you just didn't really see it. You saw some ferocity and some finishing checks and whatnot from the team, but I was surprised that I didn't see Zadorov just go absolutely ape shit on the guy the next chance he got. Weird in my book. 2 minutes left. Another bad change by the Bruins leads to a Corrali breakaway that goes high and wide. We're going to go to the second period. 6:29 in. It's been terrifying. The fourth line's been pinned. This is one of those pockets of the game I referred to earlier. The fourth line gets pinned into our zone after a bad Kostelic breakaway leads to a Marchenko breakaway. I think I said that wrong. A bad Kostelic turnover leads to a Marchenko breakaway, and then it leads to another minute and a half of time in our zone where we're struggling to get anything done and out. The Bruins do finally manage a clear and a change, and with a new line onto the ice, we do get the puck deep. The puck gets worked around by the Columbus defense to the left corner, where Zacha and Pasternak This is technically a forecheck. They're pressuring the puck, but they're not even really on them physically. This isn't a physical forecheck. They're just getting there and they're disturbing the play, but they never really touched this puck. But it's enough pressure, it's enough presence for Severson, who's on that left corner, to panic a little. He looks to his right. There's a Blue Jacket player in the slot for him. Turns back, throws the puck, but he misses him. And there's Morgan Geekie high in the slot who collects, puts it on his forehand, a little sniper-union chase! Low glove. It's 2-0. I know that some of you might go, sniper-union cheese? This wasn't high corner. This wasn't Bardowski. This wasn't posted in. But a prime scoring spot is always going to be right below the goaltender's glove. You hold your glove high. You'll hear it all the time, hold the glove high, because it's quicker to drop it than it is to lift it up. But if you're talking about spots that you're picking to shoot, low glove is absolutely one of them, because a lot of times goalies are thinking, this guy's going high corner. Here we go. Let's do this. It was a great shot. Tarasov gets beat. It is 2-0, and maybe I just wanted to give Geekie a little sniper-union cheese, you know? The guy's been on fire lately. He's elite, obviously. Who would ever argue with that? Top-line talent, right? Anyway, 8:18 in, Fabro on our blue line. And it's a bad turnover. He tries to make a play, doesn't work. Geekie collects the puck and pushes it to Pasta for the breakaway. He handles that, oh boy, handles that puck in a way that'll embarrass any goaltender in the history of the league. It's not even like a lot of movement, but Tarasov's clearly like, I don't know what he's doing with it. He goes high corner on him. It's 3-0, just like that. Huge, huge lead for us here. 3-0. We're midway through the game against a team that has blown us out multiple times. Now, here's the thing. There's one thing that Columbus is good at doing, and it's putting the puck in the net. They're a good scoring team. So a 3-0 lead you feel good about, but you feel really good about a 3-0 lead against the Islanders. Against Columbus, well, you know, you still got to be on your toes. So, of course, what we're going to do is at about 11 and a half minutes left, Kostelek's going to go for a double minor. High sticking. 4 minutes. Penalty kill. Not only do we kill it, we only allow one shot. And I want to give a special stick tap to Zacha, who was all over this penalty kill. He was possessing the puck up the ice. He was making good plays back to our own defense. He was blocking shots. He was very involved through a large portion of his penalty kill. This was a huge kill. And this was, after that 4 minutes was done, it felt like Columbus had no chance. Like all of the energy was on the Bruins side. Home ice. Fans are going nuts. They can't buy one right now. That was a huge opportunity for him. We've talked about this before, though. A bad power play, I mean, that is something that will really crush any momentum you build. Drawing the penalty, momentum builds. But a bad power play, it takes you past where you were before you even drew that penalty. It was a bad power play. It was really a great penalty kill, I'd like to say, but you could see it from either end. 15 seconds left of the period. Pasta with another breakaway. This one, it's a high lob pass from Zacha. It's brilliant. He goes post and out after it looks like he beats Tarasov. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was. It's on Twitter. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I don't remember who said this. I do apologize. Put in the comments if it was you. But somebody said that he missed the net and went post and out because he appreciates Zacha so much, because they're such close friends, and he wanted to do it in homage to him. I appreciate that too, and I think he's right. I think that guy's right. Gosh, I can't remember who it was. I forgot I had the power of the internet. Mr. Stanwood said that. Good job, Stanwood. You nailed it. Third period starts. 6:06 in. Another bad turnover on our blue line by the Jackets allowed Koepke to launch into attack. He jumps on the puck. He's going to start forcing his way down the ice, and it quickly develops into a 2-on-1 with him and Lohrei. Koepke goes, man, I don't really need you over there. The defenseman's playing the pass. Koepke's smart enough, maybe the only guy on this team smart enough, to go, oh, you're playing the pass, I'll just shoot. I've got a free opportunity to shoot, I'm going to shoot. He goes high blocker. Maybe another little sniper-union cheese. I don't know. He goes high blocker. He beats Tarasov. It is 4-0. And that's your final score. We're going to see some injury scares. McAvoy's going to get hit by Olivier. It looks like a legal hit to me. and he's going to go down. He does end up coming back in the game, so we're not too concerned about that. But my initial thought was concussion because his head did hit the glass. It just was shoulder to shoulder, and then his head went into the boards. Zadorov does come over to fight him. Mostly just defense, man. I mean, Olivier's just there. He's got him, and he's just not letting go, and eventually it gets split up. But I thought Zadorov was going to kill the guy, and just couldn't get at him. Which I'm not going to make fun of Olivier. Olivier took that fight. He knows how to defend himself in a fight. That's very different than the whole turtling thing. Because he's open. He's ready to fight. He's just really good at defending himself. Kachuk is huge difference in my book to that. We are going to go on the penalty kill because Zadorov gets the roughing, basically the instigator call during the penalty kill with about a minute left. Marchand strips the puck off Johnson. Him and Coyle combined for some nice little effort plays that ends up being resulted in Marchand having kind of a semi-breakaway behind the defense. Gets hooked from behind, and it's going to be 4v4 for about a minute. Then we have a quick power play. We don't do anything with it. But the game, as a whole, it's a 4-0 win. Swayman's flawless in a game where, I mean, he didn't even have to be great in this one. There weren't a lot of challenging moments for him, but, I mean, a shutout's a shutout. I don't really care what the semantics are around it. You can make one save, you still got a shutout. I guess that's a little overkill, but still. It's a great bounce-back game. It's a really excellent effort after a really poor effort. But the game notes are going to be centered on a couple things here. First of all, the Panthers, the Leafs, and the Senators all lost tonight. Actually, I don't know what the Senators' final score is yet, but I'm assuming that they lost because they were down 4-2 with like a minute left. That's huge. We are in this standings battle. I don't understand how after October and portions of November. I don't understand how, but we are right there in the thick of it all. So there's no reason to think this team can't keep, staying in the battle there. I don't know. I still kind of think we're too close to last year's Capitals, but we'll get there. Lohrei went +4. He got 1 assist, but he was on the ice for every goal for. I mean, the games where he's good, he's really good. He's really, really good. The games where he's not, he's really not. So you just, I want him to become a consistent top 4 defenseman, which there's still time. He's still maturing there. So I believe he will be, but man, what a nice game for him. Really nice game for him. Lysell, which is the last game note, I thought he was effective. You see some of the stuff that concerns you. The poor work on the board battles. I mean, he loses a lot of that. Sometimes he won't even jump into those battles, which won't make him a lot of friends at the NHL level. Talking about his coaching staff and teammates. Like, he's going to have to start jumping into those and winning some of them. I know Pasta also takes kind of breaks there as well, but Lysell isn't Pasta. So there's some of the bad. But the good, very high hockey IQ. Very, very good skating. Really nice speed. Can protect the puck and get into the zone. Not a heavy lifter. Gonna get pushed around sometimes and whatnot, but there's definitely things there that you really like to see. And the offensive ability is clear. It was really hard for that line to create tonight. Frederick still looks like ass. I'm really rooting for Freddie. I don't want you to think I'm not rooting for Freddie. I am really rooting for Freddie. Just like when I criticize Morgan Geekie, I'm really rooting for Morgan Geekie. He doesn't look good, and he's costing that line so many possessions. It's kind of nuts to me. So I just really hope they give Lysell an extended amount of time here, let him work through some things, let him better understand the NHL, and see if he can be an effective play driver offensively. So this was definitely a game good enough to give him another game. I'd be shocked if they moved off of him the following game, and I'd be pissed about it. Other than that, great bounce back game. That's it. Go Bees. Go Bees!